Hello, I'm still not Corey.
I'm no offense, still.
I was scrolling through Reddit and I saw Tumblr in action and I thought, wow, let's look and see what people on Tumblr are doing. It's just people making fun of people on Tumblr. Did you know that?
Oh, is it like a cringe compilation?
It's like SJW cringe, yeah.
Oh, right, in 2022.
But before we start the video, please check out my merch. There are stupid baby t-shirts, there's unicorns beanies that you can buy for yourself and many other things. Also like this video and subscribe and leave a comment answering this question which Noah is going to ask you now.
If you had a pet pig, what would you name it?
If you had a pet pig, what would you name it? Let's start the video. So first off though, I want you to read the Tumblr in action moderation guidelines.
This past week or two, we've had an unusually large number of users coming into ModMail, foaming at the mouth over content they want banned. To address this, we'd like to clarify a few things. Tumblr in action is moderated without regard for politics. Unlike most of Reddit, we only factor in behaviour when moderating, not a user's political views.
Views on cultural issues, race and gender are a matter of personal politics. We do not impose dogma here.
Dogma?
Essentially what they're saying is, be racist and transphobic, we don't care.
It's a matter of personal opinion.
We also don't do that thing where users with the correct views can break rules without consequence. Which is good, because, you know, the rules are, you can't break the rules.
Right? What does that mean? What? People who think racism bad.
Sorry, hold on. You can't, racism bad is a criticism. It says here, in keeping with this, no groups get special protection from criticism.
Yeah, but what is criticism though, right? Because like saying someone, it's like, oh, actually no, the thing you said is factually incorrect. It's not the same as like saying like, yeah, trans people shouldn't exist.
It's kind of weird to have a Reddit that is entirely made for making fun of people that you think are cringy with particular viewpoints on politics. And also try and say, all politics are welcome here.
Right? And then telling them, it's fine, you can do it, that's what this Reddit is specifically for. Please shit on people.
Just say, we don't like these groups. Just say that. Just
right?
say, we want you to be racist here. It's fine.
Have they chosen specific groups in which they want you to, okay, race and gender.
Yeah.
Be sexist, be transphobic, be racist.
Because they are cultural issues, right?
Yeah,
they're cultural issues.
No, it's personal politics.
Oh.
My personal opinion, if I don't want to be in the same room as a gay person.
I'm gonna be honest, the fact that I think all black people are disgusting, it's my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like you need to hashtag J this. Hashtag J. Hashtag J. Hashtag /J/J.
This one says, a tragedy in two images. The fear that predatory cis men will transition in order to get access to women-only spaces is equivalent to fearing that a bank robber will spend 4 years getting their accounting or business or finance degree just to get that sweet bank access.
Yeah, to be fair, like, I don't understand where the whole, like, predatory trans woman thing came from, because I feel like if somebody really wanted to be a predator that bad, they wouldn't go through all of the effort of, like, changing their names, presenting as a woman, and it's not just, like, putting on a wig. People don't transition just to do that.
So Noah, if trans women don't transition to be predators, why are there these 7 articles that someone has linked, which clearly shows that there are trans women that have committed certain crimes? Is it maybe because all people commit, like, most crimes?
I've not committed most crimes.
No, I mean, like, you know, most groups of people have some members of those groups that commit crimes.
If you want to hate trans people, like, you can literally just type in, trans people did bad thing, and sure something's gonna come up, because, like, we're normal people, like, we can be too. That doesn't that doesn't mean we're predators just because we are trans.
Sorry, you're only allowed to transition, right? No one is allowed to transition unless every single trans person promises to be good forever.
Right?
You don't get access unless everyone is good.
Well, that's ridiculous.
It is honestly ridiculous. Like, no one has ever said that there aren't trans women that do bad things, but, like, that doesn't mean that trans women are inherently bad.
Yeah, but trans women are more likely to be victims of predatory behaviour than they are to be the perpetrator.
Literally, just the fact that the conversation is being framed around, look how predatory trans women can be, you're ignoring how predatory everyone else is towards trans women. When you start the conversation from that viewpoint, it is so clear where your bias lies.
It's like entirely just like poisoning the well. Because like people just love to equate like trans women with predatory behaviour because they don't like trans women. And they feel uncomfortable and they think that being uncomfortable means that there must be something wrong and it's not just the fact that they're transphobic. Like, you're the problem.
It's like if people were to say, oh man, if gay men attacked this straight guy, there's like five different times where like gay men have attacked a straight guy. Yeah, but what about all the straight men attacking gay men? Are we gonna just overlook that?
Everyone knows you get to pick your dream role in communism. I don't have a dream job. I have a dream community role. I don't want to work for profit in a world where that's the priority. I want to work because I love the people around me. That's my dream, not labour under capitalism. Is this supposed to be cringe?
Yeah, it's supposed to be cringe.
Oh no! Oh no! I want to enjoy my life and not dedicate it to making money for other people.
I'll tell you what's cringe. What is cringe is the person who said, everyone knows you get to pick your dream role in communism, right? You have been brainwashed by capitalism, my friend. You don't get to pick your dream role in capitalism either.
Also, like, within capitalism, there's always people that are higher up and doing well that are just like, well, you just gotta work through it. You just gotta put up with this shit. I know it was shit. I also hated having no money and having not nice houses. Not nice houses, you know what I mean?
What is frustrating about it is that inherent in capitalism is the idea that some people will need to be workers on the bottom so that other people can be on the top. So when you say, you know, oh, you work hard, you get your dream role. When you support capitalism, what you are supporting implicitly is that you believe some people deserve those awful jobs. Because otherwise, who will work at McDonald's? If you don't want to raise the minimum wage and have people not working on living wages, like, who's gonna work there? The people that you think don't deserve...
There's just...
don't deserve to live, basically.
People at the top of the hierarchy will love the hierarchy, right?
Right.
Like, you're doing well, other people aren't, but like, whatever, I'm doing well.
Not even that. People who think that, like, it's a meritocracy and they will get to the top of the hierarchy just by working real hard.
That's very sad.
Like, I will say this. We're both on the internet making videos. We have more or less dream jobs. You're a musician. I do a science podcast. We were very, very lucky.
Yeah.
Like, you're good at what you do, I'll say that. But like, like, you're very lucky as well. Hi, I'm Cassie. I'm a trans ace game developer making Bree Goes to Hell, a game about two girlfriends who are sent to hell for being gay and have to escape together. Sounds like a fun game, right?
That's so cool. So the caption says, hi, I'm a male that doesn't experience sexual attraction and I made a game romanticizing the fear-mongering used against homosexuals for centuries.
These people are deranged!
I don't understand why people that don't have these kinds of experiences get upset when, like, trans people reclaim the insults that are thrown against them.
Yeah.
Or, like, when gay people are just like, yeah, going to hell. Like, why are you personally offended by that when you know that these people have been told that their entire lives?
I think my favourite type of TERF or transphobe is the one that is very supportive of gay people as well.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just an out-and-out bigot. They really love the gays.
But only because they can use them.
Yeah, but don't like trans. So, like, oh, you as a trans person are co-opting saying that gay people should go to hell? You should go to hell for that. What's not clicking there for you? Like, seriously. It's so frustrating. Like, these people are genuinely deranged. They just see someone saying, I'm really excited about this game that I'm making. And they decide to screenshot it and post it on Reddit to make fun of them.
Like, do you not think this trans woman has been told that she's going to hell? Like, I feel like that's probably something she's experienced, right?
Also, the way that they're acting as though being asexual means that you can't also be gay or be in relationships with other people. Like, it's not true. You don't really know what you're talking about. Like, you don't care about LGBT people. You don't care about LGBT plus people if you're making these statements. This is a YouTube video that said, this obsession with 50 kilograms or 110 pounds is the worst product of media.
As in, like, is this an obsession of, like, trying to be only 50 kilograms?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the comment says, obesity should be normalized. There are fat people in the world. They aren't hurting anybody. Mind your health and no one else's. You and the rest of those a-holes should be more worried about teaching your parasite children how to not be pieces of shit like their parents. And someone has just quoted, obesity should be normalized. Here's the thing about that. When someone says obesity should be normalized, they're not saying that you should encourage people to be obese. They're saying that people are obese and harassing them for that, and just that isn't very helpful.
It's the same thing with, like, being gay should be normalized because people are gay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
People are gay. It's like, you shouldn't...
That doesn't mean we're like, yes, everyone should be gay. Make the gays gay. Make them gayer. That's not what normalization is. It's just being like, oh, I acknowledge that this is a portion of the population that experiences this thing.
And just... despite, like, what you may think of them, they still are deserving of respect and equal rights, as, like the same rights as everyone else. Like, that is just the most basic point. So you live in a false sense of reality you created to give yourselves a sense of security. Many of you white straight people created the concept of straightness back in Europe to make yourselves feel safer and make it easy to grasp. And then the second sentence says, prior to the arrival of Europeans, people were just banging on rocks and stuff.
Either you're on drugs or you're telling me white people invented reproduction. What
bothers me is that people seem to be willfully misunderstanding what the person is saying. People aren't saying that straight people didn't exist, like heterosexual people didn't exist before Europeans came to whatever country. The idea is that the concept of straightness, in the same sense as the concept of whiteness, was invented. As in, you are a straight person. Right? Like, that is different from people being heterosexual and reproducing.
It's also the kind of thing where, like, a lot of people will be like, oh, a lot of African countries are really homophobic, and then fail to realise that the reason they're homophobic is because white people went into their countries and then took them over and converted them to Christianity, which is kind of like where the big homophobia thing comes from in a lot of places.
Noah, look, I went into your bathroom and the toilet, it's disgustingly clogged.
It's like, yeah, you real bad, and then didn't flush it.
What? Honestly, man, I went down to Noah's house and he just has this clogged toilet. It's disgusting. I don't know what he's up to. It's the exact same fucking thing.
The thing is that when well-meaning cis people ask, what are your preferred pronouns, they never offer their own pronouns in exchange, and they don't ask anyone who isn't visibly gender non-conforming. Instead of normalising sharing pronouns, what this actually does is train cis people to 1, look for, and 2, single out trans people in public in order to perform allyship in a way that is mostly self-gratifying, and then they'll still misgender you. Wow, yeah, okay, true.
And the caption is, do you ask people their pronouns? Not good enough. Some he/him.
That's not what they're saying.
That's not what they're saying at all.
That's not what they're saying.
I feel like a pattern here is that they just willfully misunderstand what has been put down. Like, the person isn't saying it's not good enough to ask someone their pronouns. What they're saying is that in a lot of cases when people ask pronouns, they're only asking people that they think look trans what their pronouns are.
Yeah, and it's also the kind of thing where it's just like, I feel like trans people will complain about something that's like very personal to them, or something that like cis people wouldn't understand. And then all of a sudden a lot of cis people will be like, oh, why are they complaining again? I don't understand. And I'm like, well, yeah, like you're not gonna understand. They're not saying don't ask people their pronouns. They're just being like, hey, this kind of thing is kind of annoying when it's very clear why you're asking my pronouns. It doesn't mean don't ask people their pronouns. It's just a little observation.
Just let people vent. No one is saying, oh, people are terrible. Like, they're clear that it's well-meaning people. Like, stop being so sensitive. Stop being such a snowflake. Someone said I'm not... Shut up. Just let people vent about stuff. We keep hearing about the delays to banning conversion therapy. Clearly, some must think it works. So if it works, why not apply it to the TERFs and cure them of their bigotry, cure their unhappiness? We used to do this, we can continue. And the caption then says, wanting conversion therapy for people who disagree with you clearly helps your image, /S.
So, wanting somebody to change their opinion that is harmful to others is not the same as forcing somebody to change an inherent part of themselves. Like, a personality, like a wrong opinion is not the same or held in the same value as someone's sexuality that they can't change.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
It's just...
Where
do you get off saying
right?
saying that? And like, if you want to, honestly, actually looking at this, if you want to like insult this tweet, they're using a screenshot of like shock therapy and like different psychiatric treatments they used to use specifically on women that they thought were depressed, like making them wear fake smiles. Like, this is inherently like a sexist kind of thing to say, let's do this to people. Insult that. Why are these people so bad at actually criticizing like the people that they want to criticize? They do such a bad job of it. They don't actually care about anything the person is doing. They just want to be bigoted themselves. I'm sure this person doesn't actually give a shit about sexism. They just don't like trans people.
They don't like it when people complain because they're so comfortable in their own world that like when anybody criticizes their views or criticizes people that they think they may align with, then they get all personally offended. It's just like you can't get upset when a group is literally being shocked and abused so that they can change an aspect of themselves that is unchangeable. Like, people are going to be upset about that. And yeah, they're not going to want to be friends or around people that are literally TERFs. All this kind of thing is like, if you take a second and actually look at these people and think about, oh, they must be experiencing this, then you probably understand it more instead of just like immediately jumping to be like, you're stupid and such a snowflake.
Also thinking that this person is actually saying, we should use conversion therapy on TERFs rather than just using it as a joke or a rhetorical device to point out how bad conversion therapy is. Like, you missed the point so much. The point is conversion therapy bad and making you think, why do we think it's okay to do to certain people, like gay and trans people, but not okay to do to people that are bigoted? Because you don't think that the people that are gay and trans that we're doing the conversion therapy to are worthy of the same kind of respect that bigots are. Jesus. Well, that was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Will we do this again sometime?
Sure.
Good. What should people do?
They should stream my new song, Worms in My Brain. It's out on Spotify under the name NOAHFINNCE.
And watch the video. It's linked in the description. That's it, I think. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a comment and all that stuff. Check out my merch. My patrons are here over Noah's face. Look at that. Say thank you to all of them. If you'd like to leave a one-time donation, you can go to my PayPal at paypal.me/notcorry. I don't think there's anything else to say. Goodbye.